Hey guys, Lisa Shiro here with K Counseling and Anxiety Treatment. I am a local mental health therapist here in Boise, Idaho, and I specialize in the treatment of different mental health disorders, particularly those that are associated with anxiety. You know, sometimes depression and anxiety can have very similar symptoms. So what I wanted to do today was just to lay down a couple of ideas on ways that you can help yourself move toward the better version of you. And so if you're somebody who you feel like you're kind of stuck in a depressed state, oftentimes what you tend to do when you're depressed, and some of you are this is really gonna resonate with some people who watch this. So depression really likes you to socially isolate, maybe sleep a little too much. Maybe you're not even tasting the flavor of food anymore. Perhaps you're not even enjoying some of the things that you used to just love, say playing tennis, for example, or golf, for example. And depression really likes you to stay in your head. And certainly not to go outside, and certainly not to be active. So there are things that a person can do to stay in a depressing mentality. And so if you're a professional depressed person, you're probably really good at some of these things. Now, if you want to get better, and I know most people do, if you want to feel better, there are ways that you can do that. And it's not that complicated. One of the things that is very useful for depression is what we call cognitive behavioral therapy, and really that's just a fancy way of saying how you think drives how you feel, and the thoughts that you focus on are the ones that you're going to kind of live by, and it's going to establish a belief system for you, or a pattern, if you will. So I invite you to try this one simple exercise. When you think of the last time where you were happy, where you felt good, like you had the world at your feet, like something amazing had just happened, let your mind drift back to that place. If you need to close your eyes, that's fine. Don't close your eyes if you're driving, but let your mind drift back. Remove the visual stimuli if you're not driving, and really just don't force it, but allow your mind to kind of float back in time. That time when you were happy. And then when you're there, notice how you feel. You are the expert on yourself. Notice that feeling. What are you feeling? Now, come on back. What can you do today, my friend, to capture that same feeling? Because apparently you're capable of feeling that lighter feeling, that non-depressed state. What can you do today? Hope that's helpful to you. You know, a lot of times when we're in that depressed state, or we suffer from chronic depression, we tend to really think of things in terms of black and white. Like, I'm always gonna feel this way, nobody likes me, everything I do is a failure, I must be a failure. Very sweeping generalizations, very black and white. Friends, life is very gray. You are gray. We are messy, complicated human beings, and this thing called life is messy. But you don't have to stay stuck in depression. It doesn't get to own you. There's so much more to you than your emotional state of mind. So next time you want to address this, and you say to somebody who asks you how you're doing, and you say, I am depressed, I invite you instead to say, I am Lisa. I'm having some struggles with these areas in my life, but I'm Lisa. So this allows you not to over-identify too much with your temporary state of emotions. If you found this helpful, please share it with people who you know and love. They need to hear this message. And please subscribe to this channel. I come on here a couple times a week just to drop down some good, juicy nuggets of quick ways that we can begin to see the light again. I hope you loved this. I'm Lisa Shiro with K Counseling and Anxiety Treatment, and I get to help people who are stuck say no to that inner critic and yes to their inner rock star. You got this, friend.